Well, hello, hi everyone, and welcome to another webinar from Formaloo. In this webinar, we're going to cover signature forms and workflows relevant to signature forms, how you can do your approval workflows and any workflow that needs your managers and your top levels in the organization to sign something and send it to the next department or the next person to take control and finalize the workflow. So I want to ask my colleague Anano to join me on stage so we can get started. And I'm so excited for this webinar.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to yet another webinar with me and Nush. We're super excited. We're going to share everything about signature forms, starting from the basic level to more advanced. We're going to show you different templates, different use cases, how you can utilize the signature field and really make it suitable for your case. So if you have any questions, please make sure to comment them wherever you're watching this live. We also have a Q&A session. And yes, we're going to start it off with a little bit of presentation of what you want to what you're going to expect from this webinar. I will share my screen already so we can get to it. So, who is just joining, welcome. Today we're covering signatures and workflows associated with it. What we're going to expect from this webinar, this is what the agenda looks like. So firstly, we're going to start with the overview of signature forms. What is a signature field? Basically everything related to this. Then we're going to go to different use cases. Then we're going to actually build in real time approval workflows with the signature fields. And also, as I told you, we're going to have a Q&A session, so make sure to comment your questions below. Before we dive deep into this, I wanted to address some of the frequently asked questions regarding the signature field with Formaloo. So these are some of the frequently asked questions. Can users sign using mobile devices? And the answer to this is yes. Our forms are very mobile friendly, and you can utilize signature fields on mobile as much as the desktops and laptops and so on. Is the signature field secure? Yes, it is very secure. It complies, Formaloo's signature field complies with eSign, UETA, and EIDAS regulations. So you can be very secure with our forms. Are signatures legally binding? Yes, they are, and because they are also compliant to so many regulations. Of course, again, as we said, you can be calm about it. And what happens if a user does not sign the form? And when a user doesn't sign a form, you can make the field required. So they won't be able to submit the form unless they sign it. So everything is customizable. You can do whatever you want with your whatever your intention you have with the forms. And some of the things that you should know about e-signatures, I already addressed some of them, but let's quickly cover some facts about them. So with our signature forms, you can streamline the approval process. You can make it automatic. You can make it very quick. And we're going to show you some examples of this as well. You're going to enhance document security and ensure legal compliance, some things that I've mentioned, because we comply with so many regulations. You can be sure to have your NDA contracts and different contracts and use Formaloo's forms to sign them. Also, you can boost operational efficiency by just handling everything automatically, not having to do anything with your hands and manual and paperwork. You can automate everything. So it definitely improves your working experience. Also improve user experience because our forms and especially signature field is very user friendly. Everyone can understand what to do. Even if you make a mistake during your signing, you can clear it. I'm going to demonstrate. I will show you. So it's very user friendly, and you can track and manage documents super easily. So this is just a quick overview, and we can already begin by showcasing some of the forms that we already have created and how to use the signature field. So let me share my other tab. Let's go to our Formaloo's website, right? we already have a lot of templates with signature fields. And for example, let's go to templates. Even if you search for example, sign, signature, you will find all the forms that have the signature field within them. Or you can just look for the NDA contract, some agreement forms, employee handbooks, and some other ones, data agreement form. But let's start with NDA contract form, and I will already have it in my dashboard. I will use this template, but first let's preview it so I'll be able to show you what it looks like for the receiver side, from the other side, from the users. So of course, the form can be fully customized. You can use logic to make it a smart form as well, to make it smart form as well. But this is just a template that you can customize, change the dates, change the fields. However, once you scroll down, you will have this signature field, and here you can, with your mouse pad, just write your signature, sign however you like. And if, as I told you, if you happen to make mistakes, you can definitely clear it and start again. So this is a very simple, very easy, fast, and efficient process. But let's go into the other templates that we have and start with the use cases and start by looking into these forms more deeply. For example, let's have the online therapy consent form. This is the confidentiality form in between the users, like the patients and the doctor themselves. So you can decide however you're going to use it. This template is also going to be published, so you'll be able to use this template exactly. And this is what your dashboard is going to look like. I will also explain a little bit about the dashboard, that it is fully customizable. All you have to do is to enable the edit mode, and you'll be able to add new menus, new pages, and you can just insert different blocks right in this white space, which happens to be like your whiteboard. So you can also write your content here, and you can also insert different blocks, which are table, Kanban, gallery, charts, form, and analyze. We've covered all the basics in the other webinars as well. You can watch our YouTube tutorials for like further explanations of the blocks and how this all works. However, let's go back to the therapy consent form and the signature field within this form. I'm going to click on Edit Form to go to the form editor to preview all the fields. As you can see, you can customize, you can add the logo, you can change the background picture from the design tab as well. So we have the content field from where we have listed all this like consent, right? Or what they are consenting to, all the explanations of what the definition is of online therapy or so on. And this is just this very case specific. However, you can make it an NDA form, as I said. And it's super easy. We've also added this new field, which is terms and conditions. So if you want them to comply to terms and conditions, you can just add this field. It already has everything you might need, but you can definitely customize it. You can add your link here, so they can go onto the terms and conditions page where they have all the detailed information, and they can just tick this I agree, which will mean that they agree. And then to insert a signature field, I will remove this. To insert a signature field, all you have to do is go to fields, click on the plus icon, and type signature. And here we go. This is all you need. You can definitely customize it. You can write, for example, client's signature, or someone else's signature, or however you'd like. And as I told you, you can make this field required. So you can see it has this little icon next to it, which means that it needs to be answered. Otherwise, the form will not be submitted. We already have this field, so I will delete this one. So we have client's full name, client signature, and we have a little bit of logic here as well to make this form a bit more smarter. I will quickly address it as well. So if the client is adult, they will not see this following fields, which require parents or legal guardian's full name and legal guardian's signature. I will show you in preview how it works. And then, yeah, you can also have the content field where you can already install someone's signature. So you can play around with it. So when we go to view and where we view it, this is what the form will look like. So yeah, you can just sign here. And if the client is the client adult, if they're not adult, they can make a signature here too. So this is one example. Another example that I want to share is insurance waiver form. So let's go to the edit form. Let's check the form itself, and then I will show you what you can do with the responses that you get from this forms and how they look like. So let's imagine you have the insurance waiver where you're collecting all the information, where you have the declaration of this waiver, and you have employee signature. So same thing as we did before. So let's imagine we are signing. So let's just say Anano, have a random birth date, Apple Street. And let's say that I'm signing, the date is 21, so I submit the form, right? It's submitted. Now let's go back to the dashboard to see the responses. When you pick a template, it usually already has a table block, but you can also just insert it after enabling the edit mode. You can just insert the table, which you will connect to the correct base, which is the insurance waiver form in our case. I will just do it just to show you. So here we have all the information and employee signatures and so on. But one cool thing about Formaloo forms is that you can also build a PDF, and you can download these responses as PDF. And how we can do it is by enabling the edit mode and enlarging, like clicking on these arrows, which is going to show us the responses that the form has. And once you go down, you can just click on generate. It's going to generate the downloadable PDF for you. From here, you click on download PDF, and this is what the PDF is going to look like with the signature attached. So you can definitely design however you want this PDF to look like. And as you see, it looks like the form that we have. So once you can design your PDF straight from here as well, including the signature field. You can have different use cases. For example, job confirmation letter. You can have NDA contract, as I already showed you, and so much more. So this is just a preview, just an explanation of what you can do with signature fields. And yes, I will let Danush continue on talking about the approval workflows, and we will also demonstrate how they work with Formaloo.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Anano. Sure. So I will take over to tell you about how you can use these signature forms and the email address. Actually, you can use them in your custom emails and send conditional emails. So let's see how those work. So let's say I want to start from scratch. I build my form. Let's say it's a contract form, and I want this form to send to my employees, and they can sign it and send it back to me. So it's asking for name and email address. This is how easy you can create a form from scratch. You can rename the title. You can even hide the title if you don't want to show it. It's right here. Just disable it, and in the preview of the form, you won't see the title. Yeah, so getting back to the form editor, you can add as many fields as you want. As Anana showed, you can add this in a signature form, make it required, so people have to sign it before submitting the form. What else you can do is to make your signature form legally bound, we highly suggest that you use the email verification field. What's this email verification? The email field is just a normal email field, and it validates the value to make sure that the entered value is an email address. But the email verification field asks the user to verify their email address. It emails a code to the entered email, and the user has to enter the code here on the form to verify and validate their email address. So I will delete the first email and keep the email verification, which is, you can see the type here. So it's the email verification field type. And if you make it required, the user has to verify their email address. They can't skip this step. So this is how you can make your form legally bound and make sure that the user who's submitting the form is the real person. So let's preview and see how it works. So this is the preview of the form. You can customize it however you want. We will cover that more. But I want to enter my information here. So there's a verify button here. So if I click that, it asks me for the code. So I will get to my email, and so it could take a while to receive the email. If the user doesn't receive it in time, they can ask for a new code. But in that while, I can fill out the rest of the form and sign it or do anything else. So I highly suggest that you add this field at the top of the form so the user can fill out the rest of the items while they're waiting for their code. So this way, you know, they have time. So I have received the code, I paste it here, it's verified now, so I can submit the form right here, and it's done. If I refresh it, and so let's say I enter my email here, but I don't verify, right? I sign it and enter my name, and if I submit, actually, it's not saved. So let me, yeah. So you see here, I forgot to make it required. So now it's required, and getting back to the form. Getting back to the form, if I enter my information here, enter my email address, and sign it. Um, yeah. So yeah, you see, actually it's not saved. So yeah, it won't allow the user to submit the form without entering the information. So they have to sign the form, they have to verify their email address, and they have to enter the required fields unless they cannot enter this information. So as you see here, this is not required. If you make it required, you can push the user to enter their email and verify their email. So this is how you can make your form legally bound. But there's more techniques that you can do to make sure that your form is validated properly. So and also you can limit the number of form submissions. So for example, here there is an option to limit one entry with IP. This feature is for limiting the number of IPs that submit the form. So if I have submitted the form once with this IP, I cannot submit it again. So this is a good way to make sure that each person can submit your form in a limited number of times. Another way is to add the partial submits. Partial submits help you, your user, to save the form and submit it again. And there's an option for show save now and resume later button. So what this does, let me show you on the form. As you see here, let's say this is a very long form and I want to continue submitting later. So I can click this button here and it gives me a URL. This is a custom URL that I can use for opening and using it in a later time. So it's very good for, actually I think I haven't, yeah. So this is very good for very long forms. This form is not that long, but you can use it, enable it for your users to submit the form later, and the partial submit is also good. So you can enable this option as well to save now and resume later. Then what else we have is you can set meta tags on your contract form, and you can even hide it from the search engines if you don't want it to be tracked, and it's just something confidential. You can do that too. So yeah, so you can customize the look of your form from the design tab, but what I want to tell you right now is the notify tab, which enables you to send an email to your users. Let me go back to the email templates. You can find your email templates from the App Store, and this is the custom emails. You can create as many email templates as you want. You can set up your SMTP settings, which is a good way to customize your emails and send the emails from your own email server, from your own email address, not from Formaloo. It's a white label option. And if you check this contract form dashboard, you see the responses. This is the table of responses, all of the responses that we did here. And as you see here, the first time we verified our email address, but these two options weren't verified. And yeah, so this is how you know that the email address submitted, whether it's verified or not verified. And if you make it required, they have to verify. And you can see the charts here, and you can customize it as well. So one more thing I want to tell you about is the conditional logic that helps you to make your form more interactive and more powerful. And usually in contract forms, you have a lot of fields, and you want to skip unnecessary steps based on the form inputs, right? So for example, let's say I have a choice option that's asking for the user's information. Let's say it's asking for the industry or something else. So based on the responses, I want to limit and customize the form. Let's say if they're in tech industry, I don't want to ask for the signature. I want to submit the form, for example. You can click this field to add a logic to it, add rule. And if the industry is tech, we want to, let's say, this is a show hide field. So I can hide the signature form, right? Signature field. So in this case, the signature field will not be visible on the form. So let's save and preview. So as you see here, if I select tech, the signature field is hidden, but if I select healthcare, the signature field is visible on the form. So this is how you can show or hide different fields based on the information, and you can move the field to the top of the signature field to show it here. So let's refresh the page. As you see, it's now moved to the top of the signature field. If I select tech, the signature field won't be visible. Let's say we want to do vice versa. If they select healthcare, I want to show the signature field. So by default, the signature field is hidden. So in this case, you can do vice versa. So in the logic, I say if it's healthcare, then show signature. So what does it mean? Show signature. Yeah. So what does it mean is if I say if it's healthcare show signature, it means that signature is hidden by default, and if I select healthcare, it will be visible. And the vice versa was hide. So if it was tech, it hid the signature field, which means that by default it was visible, and if I selected tech, it got hidden. So let's preview and see it in action. So as you see here, by default, the signature field is hidden. And if we select healthcare, the signature field is visible. So this is how you can make your form more relevant and not show all kinds of fields to all people. Maybe in some cases, you want to show some fields for some specific replies and some specific answers. You can even do it for text fields. So, for example, if the what's your name is equal to some specific value or contains some specific value, or even just answered. If it's answered, then show another field. So this is the power of logic and how you can show relevant fields to your users and how you can hide irrelevant fields from users so they enter the value they should enter and don't get distracted with the fields that they don't need to view on the form. And another powerful thing you can do with logic is sending conditional emails. And this is also another very powerful thing you can do. So, for example, let's say if the signature is answered, which means if the signature is signed, we want to send a specific email. And you can select the email template right here. And let's say I have this new email template, and I want to send it to the email verification field, which is that email field that we had on the form. So the email verification field has the user's email, and I will send this email template to this user. And you can create email templates from the App Store that I showed you before. Let me show you again. If you get back to your dashboard and click your profile icon, get to App Store, and here you see the custom emails. You can create a new email template, customize it however you want. Let's say you want to say hi name, right? Because the first in my form, if I show you again, this is the form, right? The first field is name. So I want to show the name in the email and say hi name. So back to the custom emails, I add a new template, and here I say hi field 1 value. This replaces the value of the first field into this place. So this is how you can pipe the value of a field and show it in your email. And if you want to show the title of the field, you can say field 1 title. But we don't want to show the title because it's what's your name. So we want to show the entered value. So the entered value will be replaced with this variable. So hi, field 1 value, and you have received a new response from the title of the form. One more cool thing you can do is you can show the PDF file that Anano just showed you. You can show the PDF file on the form as well. How you can do it is by writing @ and PDF underline link. And this will be replaced by the link of the PDF. You can even do it in like this. Download the PDF here, right? So, and link it to like this. So this will be replaced with the link of the PDF, and when the user clicks this link, they will download the PDF. And here, this variable is for showing the table of results. You can keep it, or you can just show a few of the responses. It's up to you. And you can customize it however you want. You can add pictures. You can change the font and sizes. You make them and style them however you want. So also you can customize the subject of the email, write the person's name, their company name if you ask them on the form, and you can customize this however you want again. And you can write your reply to email and also give a name to your template. Let's say the name is new custom email with PDF, right? So PDF link. I will save the template, and here I have it, and I can use it on my form. So getting back to the form, editing the form, and getting to the notify tab, I can enable this and just send an email to everyone. Let's say it's not conditional. I want to generate the PDF and send an email to some specific person, or I don't want it and I want to make it conditional. Let's go to the advanced logic, because that's where you can send conditional emails. And instead of the new, I want to send this new custom email with PDF link, and it will be sent to the email verification field, the entered value into the email verification field. And you can make it conditional, more conditional. So if the let's say if the industry or the signature was not answered, which is the otherwise the otherwise part. So if it's answered, we want to send this email template. Otherwise, we want to send another email template. So we want to send email using another email template. Let's say it's the new or feedback score, or I don't know. You can select multiple email templates, right? So you can choose it here, and voila, you have the conditional emails. If the signature is if the form is signed, we send a PDF email template. Otherwise, we send another email. And this is how you can send conditional emails and automate your workflow based on the user's responses. One more cool feature is the logic map. On the logic map, you can visualize your logic and how your workflow is working and how the form is actually working. So it's asking for the name, then goes to the email verification, then industry, then signature is pretty straightforward, right? And on the submission, it's checking multiple values. So it's sending to the default ending page, which is because we only have one ending page, but it's sending an email. And this is a conditional email. I just showed you how it works. And yeah, so this is on form submission. But if your form was multi-step or one question at a time, let's make it one question at a time. Actually, I will create another form right here. Let's edit the app, add a new page. You can do it on the same page, but I want to do it on a separate page to make things more clear. I will create a new form by typing /form and selecting this, select new form, and voila. You can select whether to show it as a card or embed it inside the application right here. I don't need it embedded here, so I select the card option. And here I have the new form. So you can customize it however you want. Let's say it's a new survey. It's asking for the user's name and their email address. But I want to make it one question at a time. So each question is asked on a separate page. So this is how you can do it. So simple. The classic form shows all fields on the same page, and the one question at a time shows each question on a separate page. Let's preview it. And here we go. So it's asking for the name, then the email, and other questions come afterwards. So this is how you can customize your form and show it in different ways. You can either show progress bar or not. You have many options, right? You can customize it however, based on your branding and your business designs. So what else I want to show you? So we talked about the email notifications, conditional logic to skip the unnecessary steps based on the form inputs. And we talked about PDF files, PDF in emails. We talked about conditional emails and also Oh, by the way, I want to show you something else as well. So let's talk about how you can create templates for recurring processes. So let's say I have this dashboard and I want to make a template out of it so my users can duplicate it and use it in different processes. So you can create this dashboard and everyone like put a name on it. Let's say I want to rename it to um, template, right? You can do as simple as that, or just rename it from the dashboard. So this is how easy you can rename your things, and like this is here. So rename it at template at the beginning, so it's it's a template, and everyone can duplicate the new template. Let's say I want to name it contracts of a specific department, right? So I will click continue, and here I have my duplicated template. So you can move it to a specific folder. You can organize your folders based on your departments, and just drag it and drop it into your folder. And you can find it inside the folder, and that easily. And getting back to the home page, you can customize even more of your templates. You can create many templates, move them to a specific folder, and have your users to duplicate them. It duplicates everything in that dashboard. As you see here, it has duplicated everything in that dashboard. I have the charts, I have a new page, which is the new survey that we created, and you can embed it right in the dashboard so users can submit the form right here. And this is another way for making, like, you don't have to create everything from scratch every time. You can automate things, you can duplicate the dashboards to make your recurring processes faster. And what else? So you can use, I showed you how the email verification field works, and you can use this for authenticating your form signers and making sure that they are the legit people, they own the email address and it's a real person submitting the form. And yeah, so I think that's it. We can go on to the questions and see if you have any questions. Actually, I see we have a lot of questions. So let's go through them.
Yeah, we have quite a lot of interesting questions actually. We can already start. I will let you stop sharing the screen. And I will. Mhm, mhm. Great. Okay, let's start with Salvador. If the signature would be binding, then it can't be deleted, right?
Yes, it can't be deleted. Actually, the user before signing and submitting the form can clear the signature and do it again. But after submitted, it cannot be deleted.
Thank you.
But the admin can delete the whole response if they want. Like if it's something that's not valid, they can delete the whole response.
Exactly. Thank you. And I think Christopher replied to Salvador. He says, Salvador, you can include additional elements that meet or exceed the IRS requirements and guidelines, which is what most signature platforms are guided by.
Exactly.
Mhm. Thank you, Christopher. Then we have Drew. Assuming an agreement to terms and services box and link to document will be included. I'm not sure where, Drew, if you're still watching, please let
Uh,
us know.
yeah, so I think there is maybe it means this option. So let's edit this survey. Actually, let's get back to the form. So here you can add a new field, which is terms and conditions. So you can add this to your form to make sure that the user agrees with the terms and conditions. And you can customize the link right here. Right now it's linked to nothing. You can change it and link it to your terms and conditions, and this way you can make sure that the user agrees with this. And you can make the field required to make sure that to enforce the user to agree with the terms and conditions. Otherwise, they cannot submit the form.
Exactly. Then we have Carl Pepper. Is it possible to bring in personalized data from HubSpot?
Yes. So we're expanding our integrations, and one of the integrations we have is from HubSpot. And what you can do is bring all the information that you have from your company, from a contact, and sync it with Formaloo or vice versa. So you can sync all of these and make sure that everything is your workflow works as you wish. And you can find it in the App Store. And actually, we're expanding it and we're adding more features there. So stay tuned. It's going to be so exciting.
Thank you. And we have from this user, hi, now I use Crove app and webhooks to generate a document. Hope we can use Formaloo to generate custom PDF if field mapping is ready.
So field mapping is ready. You can customize your form from right here. So let me so whatever you have on the form will be available on the PDF as well. So by customizing the form, you're actually customizing the PDF, and whatever, like the PDF is a live copy of the filled out form. So let's say I have values right here, and it will show the form with the information, with the everything, with the design, with the background color and the colors here in the PDF. So by designing the form, you can have um, uh, your PDF designed as well. Okay, I think we've answered all of the questions so far. I'd like to also check the use cases you guys asked in the registration form. So if you have submitted the registration form, you will receive the after webinar resources. So we will send you all the resources, the templates, the everything you need to get started with signature forms, the help articles and videos. So if you haven't submitted the form, let us know, and we will add you to the registration form, and we'd love to send you all the resources afterwards. So what you ask on the registration form, sign and delivery on delivery order that triggers a project request. So you can do that with our integration with Make. So let's say you have your delivery order form, and you have two forms. One of them is delivery order, and the other one is the what was it? Project request. So actually, for the project request, you should also have the form submitted. So let's say it this way: you have the delivery order form. The user enters values into the delivery order, orders the delivery, and after that, it redirects the user to another form, which is for projects. And there they should specify the project information, what they need from the project, and then after submitting that form, they get the data. If you haven't watched our videos about sending data from one form to another, check it out, because it's going to be very helpful, and you will get your questions there. And what else do we have? Approval workflows by client management when their staff make inputs in a Formaloo client portal. So yeah, we showed it in our approval workflows webinar. Actually, you can create your whole workflow in a portal and share it with your users. Make sure that your users can log in, can sign up to the portal, and see the values they have entered on the portal. And we will send you more information. Let me share with you the um, link to the webinar. It's going to be very helpful in that terms. And yeah, that's it.
Mhm. I also linked how they can share the data between forms, the one that you mentioned, so you can also check this tutorial out.
Perfect. Thank you. Okay. Do we have any other questions? I think I see
We
something
don't.
here.
We don't have, but however, this user said that we cannot use our PDF, and I would like to say that if it's something like the issue that you're experiencing, definitely contact our support team, or if this is something other than issue, please let us know. Um, in which ways you mean?
Yeah. So,
Mhm.
if you face any question or any issues while you're working with Formaloo, just let us know in the support chat. Our support team is always ready to help you answer your questions. Make sure you send enough information with screenshots, with form URL or app URL so we can check it out and get back to you. And yeah, I think we had a good webinar. Guys, if you had any questions, if you have any issues that you want to discuss with us, please share it with us on the website chat. Our live support team is always happy to help.
Mhm. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this insightful and helpful, and we are excited to see the formulas that you're going to create with our signature fields. So, we'll see you on the next webinar.
Thank you.
Thank
On the
you.
next
Bye
webinar. Happy formaling.
bye.